Hello, and welcome to Messages from Above with Toni G. And I am Toni G. I just want to say I'm very honored. Tonight we have Dr. Bree Gibbs with us, and we are going to be talking about blessing the ground you walk on. So I want to introduce Dr. Bree Gibbs. Hello, Bree. How are you?
Hi, Toni, and thank you for having me on your show. I'm really honored right now to be with you on your show.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Now, the first question I have, and I'm sure a lot of people have this question, what does it mean to bless the ground you walk upon?
So the one thing I want to explain is every day we're walking on the ground, no matter what we do. So it's Gaia, the earth that we're walking on. So if you go into the ancient stuff of it, it's Gaia, right? And we drive on her. People throw trash on her, all this stuff, right? And even sometimes picking up the trash is blessing the ground. But here's the thing, is when you say a special blessing to her, she is so thankful for what we do and what she's doing. So as the earth is a crystal and with dirt around it, right? And when you're walking there, what do you think of? Do you think of the grass that's growing from the earth and the ground? Do you think of what has been created for us, whether it be our vegetables or food or anything? And so all that has to do with blessing her. All that comes from her. No matter the plants, the trees, the people, all of us that are on this earth. And do you ever want to say thank you? That's the big thing. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you for that. So now if we're going to be blessing the ground that we walk on, and every time that we are out, there are a number of ways to do this, and it can just be by like acknowledging the earth, acknowledging the ground, acknowledging the trees. And I know a lot of people who are very, very connected to the earth, and they just absolutely love the mountains and just everything earth dwelling. Is that the right way to say it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and I think I'm an air sign. I'm a Gemini, so I want to be as high off the ground as I can all the time. I'm like all about the sun and the moon and the clouds and the stars and everything I can't physically touch. But I'm like, oh, you're so pretty. I just want to be there with you. So for people who are very connected to the earth, and obviously I am because I'm on it, what are some other things that we can do to help bless the earth?
So the one thing is take a time to not walk on the grass. And because the grass feels that and the earth feels it. Pick a time that you could say, I am going to go give back something to the earth. So whether you have a crystal, I'm into crystals, right? Take a crystal, go bury it somewhere you haven't been. Give it back to the earth. They all belong to her anyway. Right. And so when you're giving that crystal back, there's plenty more that you're finding in the store, but sometimes it's like, just give something back to her. So as you know, I represent the Green Goddess. And with the Green Goddess, it's a major earth stuff, major earth. So as we are working with the earth and people on the earth, what else do you think you could do? The other thing is, what about blessing the people that are walking on this earth? That's still blessing the earth also that you walk on. A lot of people don't think of that. And so as you know, I come from the ancient knowledge. And when I go out to the car every day, I always say, excuse me, because I don't know if there's fairies in my yard, because I see them, right? And I always try not to walk on my grass.
Right.
And so the other thing is, even in the road, if you're walking on a sidewalk, that's still part of the earth. Thank the earth. Give her some kind of blessing. Whether you say thank you, or have a great day, or say a prayer of some kind that you want to say to her, or speak to her quietly, just in your mind. Thank you for allowing me to walk on this earth and be a part of this earth that I'm walking on, and this land, this ancient land.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, one of the things I've always thought, like, I love when I hear stories like this, people who plant trees. I was reading a story about a younger person, a child, basically, who had already planted over 100,000 trees and had this whole group of people that were, and if each of us just plants one tree in our lifetime, not only is that so good for the earth, but for our air, for the quality of our air too. Where we need housing, we need cities, we need to build. But if we could just have each person plant one tree, what a difference that would make.
And that is blessing the ground you walk on.
Yeah.
It's not always just about picking up trash or, planting a crystal. But everything that we do, we have to think of how it's affecting us. So with the ancient knowledge that has always been here, that people forgot, right? It's back. And it's like, remember how they used to eat. Think about it. It was apples. It was grapes, from the vine, right? Everything that they used to eat that way. But they always blessed it. They thanked the Mother Earth for that. They thank the food and all the people that prepared the food. And that even needs to happen now. So people have forgotten about that. They need to go back and look at that and say, okay, what can I make a change? One change in one person causes a ripple effect that can happen with many thousands of people by saying, today I'm going to bless my food. And they're going to say, what does that mean? Today I'm going to bless everyone that's made it, that prepared it for me, whether we bought it from the grocery store or wherever, right? And then we're also going to thank the ground, and which has got the Mother there, Gaia, and thank her, because that's where it all starts.
Now, I'm going to bring up something that is a little bit controversial. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Now, I am personally very passionate about this subject, even though I don't, Facebook blast it or anything, but Monsanto. Yeah. So Monsanto, as most people know, are the people who do like the ortho weed control, weed stuff. And they have started modifying our food and not allowing farmers to keep their heirloom seeds that they have had for generations, and saying you can only buy our seeds. The seeds only work 1 year. They have to repurchase. And these foods are just, they're not pure. They're just not pure. All the pesticides, herbicides. And I understand we don't want infested foods, and farmers don't want to lose crops. But I think that this, in the long run, like just psychically, because, kind of a psychic here. Hey, how about that? Psychically and just common freaking sense-wise.
Right.
This cannot be good for our earth, because what we put in it stays there for a while. And I just want to say also, because now that I'm ranting, let me just keep on this rant. Other countries have banned GMO, genetically modified food. Who even wants to say that? Genetically modified organisms, and they have banned them. And even like our companies that make, like, let's say, skin lotions and hair products that use all those toxins, other countries have banned them. So now those same companies make pure formulas for other countries, but they keep giving us the toxic formulas because our FDA, our government isn't stopping it. So I know I just threw a lot out there, but go, it's your turn. This is a great interview.
So I'm going to say this I'm going to say this from ancient God's wisdom for a reason. If you had brought up the seeds for the farmers, if we kept using the seeds, we wouldn't have this mess right now. So if they would quit testing and just make everything organic, however you want to say it, we'd be fine. We'd be healthy. Everything would be fine. So, yeah, I could get on a rant and rave on that one and stuff, but it's kind of like you said it all. There's really not much to add to it. I'm sorry, but it's just like, and I've had you on my show, so it's like it's too much fun we have. But here's the thing: is no matter what you buy, no matter what you do, please bless it. Yeah. Because when you bless it, you're asking Source, you're asking the Mother of the Earth, you're asking your guides, you're asking everyone to bless what you're going to put in your body, where on your body, and it hits all 4 parts of the body. So it's all 4 parts: spiritual, emotional, mental, physical. And what no longer serves you in that, let's say makeup or whatever, right? It will release from your body. That's the nice thing about it. So when you're saying thank you to Source and you're saying thank you to the Mother of the Earth, right? And doing all of this, it doesn't take long just to say thank you. Please bless this water, remove anything that does not serve me in the highest of intent for my physical body and my emotional, spiritual, or just say the 4 parts of the body, then all of that is released. So I won't live in fear from makeup. I'm sorry, but I'm not, right? I mean, I'm careful what I buy, but I'm not going to live in a fearful state, and I don't want anybody else to live in a fearful state.
Right. Absolutely. So now, prior to the show, you mentioned that you might have a giveaway.
I do.
Awesome. Let's talk about your giveaway.
So, the first 10 people that reach out, what's going to happen is each individual that will receive a very special healing and blessing from the Green Goddess. It's a half-hour session. No session is the same.
Right.
So the blessings that I channel through, I tell people have a pen and a piece of paper because I do not remember them. And they will receive that through my website. They'll contact me at www.silvergaia.com, and it will be forwarded to me, and I will reach out to those people. So either it can be on the phone, they can be on the phone, and they can, or, and then we can set up Skype sessions or whatever they like. But yes, they need to let me know that they were on your show.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. Should they mark free blessing in the RE part, or do they go to your site and click on a link?
So what's happened now is on my home site, there is a link right there, right underneath the Green Goddess you're going to see. And there's saying receive a special blessing by the Green Goddess, and then hit the link and it will automatically take them over to my contact page.
Good. So go ahead, do that now. Well, no, wait, don't do that now. Do that after the show. Finish listening to the show.
Right. So let me tell you a little bit about the Green Goddess. The Green Goddess is from pre-creation. So as you were saying, you're looking at the stars and everything up there, right? I'm going, that's where she's from. So if people are talking about dimensions all the time, and I've learned that they are like lightways and gateways now. And so she's from the 111th dimension, or lightway or gateway, however you want to put it, right? And she was pre-creation. So she's here, which has taken a long time for this to happen, to merge with me, as you're aware of, and to help guide others. And so the messages that are being channeled, there's one on my website that people can see, and what's being brought through is so significant. So I never know what's going to happen in each reading, each healing. So right. I did one today, and down at a metaphysical store, I was helping somebody that I know, and I was just sending love. And he says, well, Bree, I just saw all these sparkles come out of your eyes. And, I'm just holding on to him, sending him some goddess love, right? And he said, I saw all these sparkles happening today. I was like, wow, okay, that's cool.
Very nice.
So, and that's what she's about. So she's all about love and compassion, but she's very boundary orientated. So the one thing she's wanting me to tell you right now, because you did bring it up, she says, do not live in fear.
Right.
And too many people are living in fear right now. They need to stop, because everything that's happening in the world right now is all a grand design to happen to bring out truth. And that's what we're all about, being your true authentic self. And it's going to bring out the truth of everything that's happening, so people do not have to fear any longer.
Right. Excellent. So how long have you been working with Gaia?
Oh, gosh, since I was 9 years old.
That's amazing. That's
Yes,
wonderful.
I was raised in the goddess light. And my mother, my aunts, and my grandmother, they all taught me everything. And some people may say, well, you're a witch or you're a goddess. And I say, no, I'm just free, doing my job, and so everything is done under the highest of light. And here's the thing, is the goddess energy it's incorporated with Source and with Gaia. So it all runs together in a cylinder. And that's why it's called the goddess light. There's no different definition in that. And the thing is, goddesses are not just women. There are men too. We are guardians of developing societies. That's what that stands for.
What is the developing societies?
Developing?
Oh, developing. I'm sorry. I misunderstood that. I was like, I don't know that word. That's because I misunderstood it.
Yeah.
Oops. So let me ask you, in your work, when you're working with someone, let's say you're giving them a healing for blessing the ground they walk on, so people can understand that better when they contact you, what would that look like and sound like for them?
Okay, so the first thing is I would end up doing a healing on them. And so whether it's cleaning out chakras, and it's not just 7 chakras, we're going to open up the 8th. All the upper chakras have to open up. There's 1,300 chakras. Those all have to be opened up. Then I clean out the DNA, any spiritual blockages that may be there. That's all done within a 20-minute period. And then 10 minutes right after that, we go straight in. I channel in the Green Goddess, and that's where she will receive the blessing.
Okay, perfect. Well, that's good to know. Now, 1,300 chakra points, is that like our acupuncture lines and points?
Okay, so you have your lower chakras, which is the 7 and below, okay? And the upper chakras are all the ones that are connected all through the universe. So, but yes, there's different acupuncture points, but those are your meridians. So those are a little bit different.
Okay, yeah, meridian lines and points, yeah.
Right. So having the upper chakras are open is very important. So the 8th chakra is actually behind the back of your head. And you want that open so you can connect fully with the sky, the whole universe. But here's the thing, we're in the whole universe. It's all as above, so below, within, and all around us. We're all living in all the different light and gateways right now. Right. So some people may recognize 1 and say, oh, this is 3rd. And I'm going, nah, you moved up a little bit. You keep moving up.
Right, exactly. Like they just evolving, just going, correct. So what do you have planned out for yourself over the next year? What are your plans for 2017 as we move forward?
Well, just besides my radio show, I'll be doing classes in healing and Skype appointments and Skype classes and seminars. And I'm working on some private readings that are going to be happening and coming out. And just keep going with what I set up to do.
Okay, good.
So I think it's really important that we connect with everybody that we can and give them the information that they need. So whether it's in person or on Skype, it does not matter, or on a phone call, It does not matter. There's information that needs to be brought out and given to people.
Right. Exactly. You know, I found when I'm channeling or doing medium or psychic, no matter how I'm doing it, it's just going to come out, whether it's via Skype, whether it's a phone call, or whether it's in person. Some people like that in-person feeling, and I don't blame them. I appreciate that too.
Right.
But other people, they don't care. It can come over Skype because they're working through the airwaves anyway.
Right.
So we just have about, I think it's 3 minutes left now.
Okay.
If I'm seeing that correctly. So I just
where's your glasses?
I want to take a moment to say thank you. Yeah, they're right here. Let me just double check that. Vanity gone. Yep, 3 minutes. How about that? I could see that all the way from over here. So I want to thank you again so much for being on the show this evening. It's really an honor to have you on. You have so much knowledge about the earth and
thank you.
And about goddesses and about ancient wisdom. So if there's anybody on that path that they want to know more about ancient wisdom and goddesses, they can connect with you via your website.
Right.
And you can help them, let them know where your classes are going to be and when your classes are going to be so they can connect with you.
Correct. And the one thing is, I'm going to put out there right now is the Skyping is going to start here real soon. So that will help a lot. So other people from different areas, they don't have to just say, well, I'm not in Washington. I need to be, they can come in and Skype in.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bree, so much for being on the show tonight. I'm going to just make a few quick announcements, and then I will talk to you on the other side.
All right.
Thank you so much for listening to Messages from Above with Toni G. I did record my first psychic medium, Toni G, television show this month. I'm so stoked. It's so exciting. Very nervous, but very exciting. And my second, Create a Life You Love with Toni G. If you would like to be a guest on either show, please email tg24721@aol.com. Hey, don't pick on my AOL address. I'm loyal. There's no reason to let it go. Also, I'm loyal in a relationship too. It's just getting me to the relationship. That's the problem. Anyway, I'm here every single Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m. Central Time with Messages from Above with Toni G. That's me. And I want to thank Dave, the world's absolute greatest producer. There is there just are not words to describe how great of a producer Dave Solomon is. I think he should give himself a promotion and a pay raise. That's coming your way. Wait, no, maybe. Well, yeah. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, Dave. Go ahead and give yourself a raise. Thank you all so much for being here this evening. I look forward to next week's show when I can give you your messages from above. Night-night.